All right, everyone, this is Marco Palmero, founder of Ulysses in Dubai. And in this video, I want to talk about valuation reports for small businesses. Now, at Ulysses, we primarily buy companies, so we get involved in buying assets and or supporting other companies in identifying quality deal flow with our off-market deal flow service. So why is it that I want to cover valuation reports for small business owners? Well, because many times when I have discussions with people that are looking to sell their assets, I see that sellers approach the conversation in the wrong way, and they make a lot of mistakes when dealing with buyers, most of which are associated with higher expectation and expectation that are simply way too high. And I want to talk about the valuation report because I feel that is a solution that many business owners should contemplate to save their time and their efforts before they actually decide to even sell a business. And so, I'm recording this sort of like after collecting a lot of feedback from owners and understanding that many times small business owners enter the deal-making arena without having a clue about how much their company is worth and what they can expect to get from the market. So I think talking about a valuation report is very appropriate. It can support a lot of businesses, at least not to make the wrong decisions, which might be selling the business. In most cases, what we will discover is that a valuation report can enable you to avoid going to the market and maybe wait for 1 or 2 years. So why do I like the concept of valuation reports a lot? Well, because it's a relatively inexpensive solution that small business owners have to get an initial feedback on what their company is worth without having to hire an expensive consulting firm and have big studies done on their business, which are frankly useless for small, medium-sized assets. But this valuation report is a condensed report, just 10, 20 pages, that really provides all the key information that are necessary to a small business owner to clearly understand how much he can get out of that company if he's selling it in today's market. And I think that is very useful data worth investing into, because many times people, again, enter the market completely clueless. And without a bit of information, buyers are going to eat you alive. And in most cases, that will affect you negatively, not only because you're going to be disappointed by the offers you get, but because you're not going to be able to capitalize on the actual right offers that you might get. Now, why is that the case? Well, if you enter the market and you look at selling your business and you're expecting, let's say, 10 out of it, but the market is only prepared to pay 5, you are going to get pissed off because people are offering you way less money than you want, but you're going to be unable to see some good offers that might actually be above average. So buyers that might offer you 6 or 6.5, you might disqualify them simply because they're not giving the amount of money that you want. But in reality, they were giving you more than the market was prepared to pay. And as a consequence, they were actually very, very good buyers for you. But you simply didn't have the data to ascertain, and understand that that was the case. And so how is it that a valuation report helps you with that? Well, a simplified valuation report provides you with clear and concise data on your business. So what is the market? Is the industry growing? What are the trading multiples of that particular industry? What are the price ranges that you can expect to get out of that business if sold in the next 12 months? How you can improve the business if you change a few things that are listed in the valuation report. All these sort of answers are very helpful for you as a small business owner, because then you can make an assessment on whether or not is the right time for you to sell that business and whether or not you can get the money that you want out in the open market. And why do I say this is so useful for you also to avoid selling your business? Well, because you might get a valuation report that says in today's market, your company is going to trade at, let's say, 2-3 times the yearly EBITDA, for example, and you're not prepared to sell the business for that multiple. Well, then God bless you. But at least you didn't waste a bunch of time and effort in going to market and getting disappointed by crazy offers and, ending up with nothing in your hands. You got the answers right away. Now you can act on the business, potentially improve it to make it worth more money, or wait for another cycle that might, be more beneficial for you after all. The point I'm getting at is, with a very tiny investment in a valuation report, companies can get all the data they need to make accurate decisions. And once they understand what the market is all about and what are the trading prices for their assets, then they can go to market with a clear understanding of what they can expect to get. And again, they will have a much better perspective on their business, the offers they're getting, and what offers are good, what offers are bad, what is the leverage they have, and what is the margin they have in a particular deal. What I've seen is that generally companies that have their business valued have a higher chance of getting the business sold, at least small, medium-sized assets, of course. When we talk about big corporates, of course, they have big audit firms doing their work, so that is of no concern for them. But I'm talking about small, medium-sized assets that generally have limited access to data. Data is not collected in the right way. They don't have an understanding of how a company gets valued. So a valuation report can really provide them with huge support in that direction. And look, initially, I didn't want to share this because, it's against our best interest. We are buyers, so it's against our best interest to give information to sellers. But then I realized, well, if people get access to the right amount of information, we're going to get across the line only very interested buyers that already understand the process a little bit better, and that can therefore lead to good transactions. So I felt that was an appropriate information to share. And ultimately, I also decided, let's give these people the valuation report service, because sometimes when I dealt with small business owners, I realized that they might have wanted a valuation done on their business. They simply didn't know where to go, and they didn't want to invest tens of thousands of dollars in consulting fees with big firms. So I said, okay, let's put together a simplified valuation report service that can enable business owners that want to get accurate data and simplified information on their business to access that data within a reasonable time frame. And so let's take the knowledge that we have on the industries and our valuation capabilities and combine them into a service that is packaged specifically for business owners so that they can get the info they need and get it in a timely fashion. Because of course, if we simplify it, we squeeze down everything to the very essence, to the core essence, we're able to provide a valuation report within a reasonable time frame, which may be 7 days. And that is really, really helpful because it gives people enough time to make their own assessments, and it provides answers to their questions right away. So it's a long way to say this, but I decided that it was good to add a valuation report service to our business line. As a consequence, we do have one and a specific team only focused on that as we speak. So if you're a small business owner looking to get your company valued, check the link below. We have a very effective valuation report service that is simplified so that you get access only to the data you need, not the fluff, not the unnecessary things, just the basic information that you wish to get to understand what the market is all about and how much you can expect to get from your business. Generally, these reports are 10-15 pages long, so they're very concise, but they get to the point, which is what you need to understand before you actually go to market and decide, I want to sell my business, don't want to sell my business, I want to wait, I want to change X, Y, and Z to make it more valuable over time. So again, valuation report from my perspective can really help small business owners. They're overlooked by many. If you are one of those who understands that these information are useful for you and they will benefit you in the future, check the link below and we're happy to support you.